Hello there, my name is Levi, I'm a casual nerd with an awesome stash, and today I'm really excited because Darth Vader is back, baby! And he's back with a vengeance. This is empty, by the way. Just a prop. In the third episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, we saw a particularly aggressive and sadistic version of Darth Vader, one we never really see in live action before. He was angry, he was brutal, he was merciless. But Levi, this is nothing new. It's not like Vader ever being like a very well-mannered bad guy. And fair point, I say, but just think about it for a moment. Who do we actually see Vader kill in live action? There is, of course, the infamous corridor scene from the end of Rogue One when he just cuts through a ton of rebel soldiers and he does it with ease and style. In New Hope, he also kills this dude in one of his first scenes ever, and we can also see that he has no problem with going all chokey on Imperial officers as well. In episode 5, we even see him just straight executing officers who disappoint him. So we already saw that Vader has no issues killing enemy combatants and even his own soldiers from time to time, but we never actually see him killing civilians. Up until now. There's a particularly chilling scene in the third episode of Kenobi, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about a little bit more in depth. I'm also working on a little bit longer form video about just the first impressions of the show, as we are already halfway through and everyone knows that's when you make a first impression video. But because I'm not sure that I'm actually ever going to finish that video, I'm real quick just wanted to talk to you about Vader's appearance in Kenobi so far, some of my speculations, and there's gonna be some spoilers, of course, so be warned. Also some graphic scenes, so if that's not your cup of tea, then you know what to do. This is also not my cup of tea, because it's empty. Remember, it's the same joke from before.
Obi-Wan is hiding in a safe house, just about to leave with Leia and Tala, an ex-Imperial turned rebel who's supposed to help them meet a ship and fly to safety, when suddenly he feels a familiar presence, and you see the fear manifest on his face. A menacing shadow appears. People are trembling in fear, hiding in their houses as stormtroopers close the street, the Inquisitors line up, and Darth Vader emerges from the shadows. The Sith Lord walks through the street, all eyes on him. It's silent, you can hear his breathing, and every step he takes is a bad omen. It's like death marching closer and closer. Suddenly, Vader grabs an innocent bystander with the Force, lifting him into the air and choking the very life out of him. His family tries to intervene, but Vader pushes them aside with ease and snaps the neck of the man's son with the Force. Obi-Wan watches in horror. He tells Leia and Tara to go on without him as he needs to lead Vader away. The Sith Lord, in the meantime, continues to walk towards them. On his way, he grabs a woman with the Force, dragging her along behind him in the dirt. You can hear the scream and the desperation of the women. Then he looks at the couple, trembling in fear of the sight of him. The only reason he doesn't kill them is that he can finally sense the presence of his real prey, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I like to think that at this point, Obi-Wan let Vader sense him to lure him away. And I've been thinking, did Vader kill all those innocent people as a tactic to lure Obi-Wan out, or was he just venting out his anger? I think it was the first option, and I think it worked, and this shows perfectly just how far Vader is willing to go, how deep he actually fallen. We already knew that he has no issues killing his enemies or his underperforming underlings, but now he's using civilians as a means to an end. When he catches up with Obi-Wan, it seems to me that he's playing with him. He savors the moment. He doesn't just want to kill Kenobi, he wants to make him suffer. And there's no doubt at this point that Vader is far more powerful than Obi-Wan. He's better at lightsaber fighting, he's much more powerful in the Force. The days when these two were considered to be equals in any regards are gone. Obi-Wan cut himself off from the Force, he hasn't been training for a decade, while Vader grew stronger and more dangerous with each passing day. There's a point in their duel when Vader effortlessly lifts Kenobi up with the Force. He lights the ground on fire and he drags the old Jedi Master into it. It's clear he wants him to feel his own pain. He then extinguishes the fire with a powerful Force push and orders his stormtroopers to bring Kenobi to him. At this point, the cavalry shows up and Obi-Wan gets saved. Tala shoots a stormtrooper and reignites the fire to provide cover while her droid drags Obi-Wan away. Now, many people asked, why is Vader just standing there watching this happen? Here's my theory. He simply decided to let Obi-Wan go. For now. I mean, there's a lot of things that Vader could have done to stop the escape. He could have used the Force to extinguish the fire again, or just grab Obi-Wan with it and pull him to himself. I think he simply just decided not to do anything. Think about it, the planet is already under Imperial lockdown, there are plenty of ground forces and a group of Inquisitors at Vader's disposal. As far as he's concerned, Obi-Wan is in an inescapable trap. And now that they fought, Vader knows that the old Jedi Master is no threat to him. And as I said before, he wants him to suffer. He wants him to be afraid, terrified, as he knows there's no escape. And eventually, Vader will come for him.
So, there we go. Darth Vader, as brutal and as ruthless as we never see him in live action before. Not gonna lie, I peed myself a bit. Mostly from excitement, but also a bit of fear. What about you? How did you like Vader in Kenobi, and how did you like the episode? How do you like the series so far? I had a lot of questions, so if you want to tell me anything, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for future stuff like this. Thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh yeah.